Hello and welcome to my look at XM, one of the world's largest brokerage firms. You can see I'm on the web page. It's a company that has just an absolute ton of options, and it's got an absolute ton of traders. So you can see that they are an official sponsor of Usain Bolt. It's something that they seem to be quite proud of. In our estimation, what we're looking for, 700 plus tradable instruments, and you can click on the trading and it'll tell you the instruments that are available. There's commodities, forex, stocks, indices, precious metals, energies. So the stocks, the commodities are CFDs. So for example, you click on commodities, it'll pull up the commodities that are available, future CFDs, and coffee, corn, cotton, high grade copper. And as somebody who trades futures markets, I can tell you these are wonderful because they give you an opportunity to get in to the marketplace with nowhere near the amount of trading capital that is necessary in the futures markets. XM itself is a member of the Trading Point Group, I should say, a large consortium of dealers. You can click on the About Us area, and it gives you an idea of who they are. It shows you this long list of, the numbers: 1.4 billion trades, 1.5 million clients from almost 200 countries, 30 languages supported. The deposit can be made quite straightforward in various countries. The list here just shows a long list of all of the accolades that the company's got. And they've been very aggressive since 2009 when they opened. So you can go to the platform section and you find that it's all MT4 and MT5. And they have 16 different flavors for iPad, for Mac, Android, web trader types, PC. So basically it's two platforms, but it's divvied up in such a way that pretty much everybody has the ability to use it. The trading conditions shows the different types of accounts. There's the zero account. And its big thing is the spreads are zero, or should as low as zero is probably what I should say. It's a true ECN type environment if you're used to those. The other accounts are more along the lines of what you're used to seeing. So micro and standard accounts. You can see that you can open up an account, a micro account with as little as $5. And same thing with a standard account. I mean, there's not much point in opening up a standard account with $5, but you can certainly see that it gets you into the marketplace. Minimum deposit of 100 on the zero account, so keep that in mind. You also have the ability to have an Islamic account if that is a concern. The funds withdrawal and account funding, they have a section there. Pretty straightforward. Visa, MasterCard, UnionPay, NetTeller, Skrill. These are all the usuals and beyond. I mean, you're going to have a hard time, bank, wire transfer, that type of thing. You're going to have a hard time not being able to send transactions. There is a $5 for credit cards. It just depends on the amount, the minimum deposit. $5 is a minimum deposit to open the account to begin with anyway, so that really is kind of a moot point. As you look around, though, what's interesting is you go into the trading area and you go into the account types, and you can see that the leverage can be quite insane, really. 888, which is a bit much. You can really hurt yourself if you're not careful, but you can customize your leverage, and I would highly recommend that you do that because leverage, of course, works for and against you. They do offer quite a bit in the way of research and education tools. There's signals, there's an economic calendar, seminars, video tutorials, webinars, market preview, stock market news, technical analysis. So you can just click on technical analysis and you can see that they, have a nice technical analysis area here. They've got some charting telling you what's going on from a technical analysis point of view, giving you an idea as to what the market may be thinking and doing. Overall, XM's been around for long enough now that it's proven itself to be a trusted broker. It's regulated by the FCA in the UK, CISEC in the EU, and ASIC in Australia, which of course is very important. They use a lot of major liquidity providers. So, for example, if you go to the regulation page, it'll tell you who they're registered with, the regulations, and then the safety client funds. And this is pretty extensive. And they're also part of the investor compensation fund, which is crucial because it's basically, think of it this way, it's like insurance if the brokerage goes under, if it becomes insolvent. And while that seems like a stretch, that has happened in the past. These guys use Barclays Bank. They also use a lot of companies that are regulated with, the FCA, Deutsche Bundesbank, the Central Bank, Dutch National Bank, etc. So this is a real company. This is a very strong brokerage firm. You'd be really hard pressed to not be able to find most of what you're looking for here at XM. Quite frankly, this is, again, one of the largest brokerages in the world. And you can see, a perfect example is the stock CFD. You decide you want to trade Norwegian stocks. Well, here you go. Here's a handful of them. There's 3 pages of them. Obviously there's going to be the usual UK and USA, but even Russia, I've got a couple here. It's not a lot, but it's much easier than opening up a Russian brokerage account. So incredible array of trading assets, low barrier to entry, nice leverage opportunities, and of course MetaTrader 4 and 5 in a highly regulated environment. Good brokerage, popular for a reason.